trades. We looked at legging into an iron condor on JP We currently have a nice bull put spread working to 97.5, 95 out to December, and then we put a bear call spread up here right around the 101, 102. And then also took a look at a synthetic stock position all the way out to January of 2020 on FXI. So a synthetic stock with a protective put and also a front month upcycle. Take a look at the FXI year to date. If you don't know what the FXI is, it's the China iShares large cap ETF. Just been having a rip your face off rally. There's a 1 year chart. I think China is the world's #1 economy. I know on paper we currently are listed as that, but all that data, folks, is rearward facing. That the government doesn't wake up one day and say, as of 8 o'clock this morning, we're in a recession. They usually say, hey, as of 8 months ago, we've been in this. So I think the same thing's going to happen. I think, they've maybe surpassed us, but I got to be honest with you, folks. With Trump and his GDP, 4% GDP predictions here, along with Goldman Sachs saying that maybe we'll beat China back down into the #2 position. Real quick, before you go off to celebrate Thanksgiving, let's Navy. This is a C2. This is a C2 Greyhound. It's called a COD, carrier on board delivery. So this carries mail, engines, people on board Navy ships. No ejection seats, folks. Obviously, it carries cargo and people. You're not going to let the 2 pilots eject and the people in the back just kind of, good luck. Well, that's what happened yesterday, going out to the USS Ronald Reagan. C2 crashed. And 3 people are missing, and that's usually presumed dead when something like that hits the water. Not pleasant. So 3 families at least are not going to have a good Thanksgiving. So please keep, as you're sitting there cutting the turkey tomorrow, there are men and women out on the tip of the spear. I've missed a ton of holidays. I've missed Christmas, Thanksgiving, birthdays, anniversaries, you name it. I've missed it. So please keep those missing and most likely dead airmen in your prayers. I covered this yesterday. This is kind of comical. Goldman Sachs, if you thought 2017 was great, huge 2018. I love how Lloyd Blankfein's gone from trolling Trump on Twitter to now being a cheerleader, not necessarily for Trump, but just a cheerleader for the market. And hey, 2018 is going to crush it, blah, blah, blah. Take a look at awesome bull market, rip your face off rally all the way out to 2020. Today, Bank of America. Bank of America sees the end of the bull market in 2018. Here's how it's going to happen. So you can be forgiven for looking at the blue blood banks, the Goldmans and the Bank of Americas, and going, what the hell's going on? This is why you trade here at TGO. I thread through all of this crap. First of all, they got the election wrong. Both of them said Hillary wins, and if Trump wins, the market implodes. I said they're both wrong, and not only does Trump win, the market's going to explode. Got that right. So in between these two is the right answer. I think we are going to continue this melt up. I don't think, here's the inoculation of we're not going to get tax reform passed. I do think there might be a violent pullback, and it'll be a BTFD when or if the president's in the Rose Garden or the East Wing or whatever it's called with Mnuchin going, hey, we tried to get you huge tax reform. Congress and Senate sucked, not our fault. I think we get a pullback, and it's a BTFD. Why? Because we're going to get it. Even idiot Democrats can see the benefit of a middle class, of us getting back more of our own freaking money. It's not your money, government. It's mine. It's yours. It's ours. The government is a referee of money. They don't own shit. They take it from, right, they're Peter Pan. They take it from one group and give to another, especially the nearly half of all Americans who don't pay a dime in taxes and they get a rebate. Where I come from in Philly and Jersey, that's called a bribe, and that's why they vote Democrat. But anyway, folks, I think, we'll thread the needle. We will still have this, bull market rally. The black swan events I cover ad nauseum. Potential war with North Korea, Iran and Saudi Arabia starting to go at each other. It's more geopolitical events than anything macroeconomic. When, not if, we get tax reform, that goes right down to the bottom line there, folks. I mean, that's free money. There was an op-ed in the Irish, in the Dublin Times or whatever the hell the Irish, big Irish newspaper was, about not wanting us to get tax reform passed because we have a ton. Johnson Controls, Wisconsin company for hundreds of years or however long since the earth cooled, moved to Ireland. It put its corporate headquarters in Ireland because the corporate tax rates in America are stifling. Now, the Irish are starting to get worried that a lot of these companies, if we get tax reform passed, could come home. I wouldn't worry about it, Ireland. You're at what, 12.5%? We're shooting for 20, so I don't think Johnson Controls is coming home for 7.5%. I do think we get tax reform passed. I do think we continue to meld up, but we have these violent political pullbacks that will be bought. So, text just keeping it going on. I sent out a text alert to close the weekly bear call spread of the Iron Condor and Amazon. Amazon's just drifting higher here, man. It's a low volume, low volatility week. I should not have put a cap on Amazon. So, of course, I put hey, good looking Iron Condor trade, pop. Of course, thanks Amazon. But we have a bull put spread on and another portfolio that more than makes up for this pain. And also we had a weekly options trade 2 weeks ago, Amazon bull put spread that made about $1,500. So if you didn't get the text alert and you're watching the SITREP, get out of that bear call spread. I wouldn't roll it. Because next week, folks, we got Cyber Monday, and I guarantee you next week Amazon says, hey, huge, better, best Christmas ever, and online sales are through the roof. So if anything, the repair trade would be to put on another bull put spread out the next Friday, right around that 11:25 probably. No, probably 11:30. Probably bull put spread out the next Friday. Hold on, what else is going on here? We covered that. Tax, just kind of drifting around here, following a little bit of rally. And like I said, most junior traders are the only people sitting in the Board of Trade or SIBO right now. All the partners are gone. They're enjoying getting ready for Turkey Day. So just kind of walling around here. And I think, and our Tesla trade's looking pretty good too. So hopefully, it's over with for Tesla, man. I am, so we're down another % today. So yeah, we added another bear call spread here on Tesla. This is not a good looking chart. But anyway, I'm getting ready to send out the replay for the accelerated retirement, folks. So the JP Morgan trades in there. We talked about Raytheon. We also talked about the synthetic stock on FXI. Real quick, if you're one of my current members, the lifetime membership price is going up to $15,000 for a lifetime membership. It's currently at $12,500. I was going to raise it to $15,000 before the end of the year, but I offered folks in Lake Tahoe to grandfather them in at the $12,500. Between now and the end of the year, folks, is your final opportunity to get the lifetime membership at $12,500. It is going up to $15,000 on January 1st. Why? Because we're worth it. Because the 12.5, I should have done the math a little bit better. Anyway, head to go.topgunoptions.com/lifetime to get details, or you can call us at 754-300-1084. Or shoot an email to support@topgunoptions.com. Okay, I got to run. I'll send out the AR Accelerated Retirement replay with the trades here in a couple minutes. Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge. Have a blessed Thanksgiving with your family and friends, and we'll see you for Friday's market wrap-up.